Hi there, I'm Nick Dimmock. I'm Director of Investor Relations at Megawatt Mosaic, and this is an update video to let you know developments within the company. So Megawatt Mosaic is a battery and solar developer. This means we identify the sites, do the grid studies, do the early stage stuff, basically the feasibility studies, archaeological, environmental and grid study, and then, which is the part A, and then we can either sell it on there, get a huge return, around 2000% ROCE back into the company, or we continue with it, we do the part B, and there's around another 700% return there. Now that doesn't mean that the overall ROC into the company is 2000%, you don't just add them together, because the asset value of part A has increased significantly. Anyway, this project development is my favourite kind of business. Obviously, power is the hot sector because not the subsidies, but the legislation is there to promote the power. Obviously, we've got power prices going through the roof, and obviously BESS facilitates renewables to power the world, which means we can move away from gas and coal. There's not really subsidies or incentives or rules for the other range of environmental projects. Anyway, BESS and solar developer. So we've been speaking to Cedars for quite a long while. We run through all of their due diligence, and then on, just before Christmas, rather annoyingly, they said that they had some issues with Cedric, who is essentially the founder of the business along with myself, in that he has many interests in battery, BESS and solar. And I mean, I saw this as a huge positive. They were really intimating that it could cause conflicts of interest, and I understood that. Now, I'd been speaking to Helen, incidentally, Helen Passfield. She's been on the 350 ppm team for a number of years. She's a renewable energy asset manager. She's working at Alliance Renewables. Alliance, probably one of the biggest companies in the world, bought PIMCO a while ago. It's German insurer, but it's now into renewables. She's been a renewable energy asset manager for Impact Fund Management, one of the biggest fund managers. Lightsource, BP now. BP put 200 million into Lightsource, bought 50% or 51%, and Octopus Renewables. So she's done all of that, but she wanted to get back to the entrepreneurial stuff because she was one of the founder members of Canadu Capital, canaducapital.com, just as it sounds. Have a look at them. And me and Helen got Canadu going in 2020. They've been doing very, very little, 350 ppm per £800,000 in. They've now got a pipeline of 4 billion. So we've worked together before. She said she's interested in getting back to the environmental sector. I thought the problem solved for this would be to make Helen managing director. Cedric wasn't initially biting on it, but I pursued it with Cedars, and at the same time I pursued it with Crowdcube. And Cedars ultimately said no. Crowdcube said yes. We're madly enthusiastic for this. Well, they didn't, but the speed at which they responded and we got all the documentation through and the offer letter kind of intimates that they're pretty keen on it. So we're now going to go with Crowdcube and not Cedars. Then I had to get things worked out with Cedric. That's all sorted. So all of this has gone on over the Christmas period. The result is we're ready to rock and roll with a company that's better than it was, because not only can we do the pre-construction development, everything that goes on before construction starts, but with Helen on the board, we have the skills to raise finance and start constructing our own projects and retaining some ownership in them. There's also going to be a lawyer that Cedric has worked with that's part of a business that he's run that's going to come on as a director. So for Megawatt Mosaic, so you've got a great team, me, Helen, Cedric, I think her name's Eloise, and so now all hands are to the pump. Got to make this work, and revenue, we expect revenue in 6 to 9 months. Cedric says he hasn't been very ambitious with what he can create, and I don't think he has, because I have seen businesses like this that have the tacit skills that they need take off before. Anyway, you'll be hearing from me, or we'll have an amount that you're looking to invest in mind when we call, get a good idea of it, have a look at the IM, and I will hopefully see you on the other side as a shareholder of Megawatt Mosaic, because I mean, it is, I've got to say, it's got to be one of the most fantastic climate change brands. Fantastic skill sets for all of the employees. Major opportunity across Southern Europe. So thanks very much, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.